Today we are going to go over an example about Today we are going to go over an example about monthly compounding. But it's one of those things, in order to understand monthly compounding, we need to do an annual compounding problem first, just to see exactly what effect that monthly compounding is going to have on interest. So what we're doing in this particular problem is we have $20,000 that's deposited into an account making 10% interest for 10 years. So what we're doing in this case is just going through the steps in the calculator. So what we're going to do, because it's 10 years, we're going to put 10 and then that will be our N. Then we put 10 and then IY. Present value is going to be 20,000. And keep in mind, we put that in as a negative. The reason we put that in as a negative is because when we do that, we're essentially investing money, and so it's a cash outflow. It doesn't become a cash inflow until we get it back in the future value. 0 is going to be the payment, and then we compute our future value. And our future value is 51,874. So what we see here is that at the end of the 10 years, our $20,000 we invested is now going to be worth $51,874. So what we're doing is now we're going to go back and see, okay, how would this look if we do it monthly rather than annually? So how we convert this to monthly would be simple. What we do is we put 10, instead of putting 10 in for N, we want to multiply 10 by 12. That gives us the number of months, which is 120, and then that is our N. So instead of putting in 10 for IY, we want to do 10 divided by 12, 0.8333, and then that is our IY. Our present value is still going to be 20,000 negative. 0 is our payment, and then we compute future value. So you see what the difference is here is that our future value is 54,140. So you see under monthly compounding, because everything is compounded month after month after month after month, what we end up seeing is that we always will have a higher future value the longer the compounding periods are. So if you do monthly versus annually, it's going to be higher. Monthly is going to be higher than semi-annual or quarterly. So that's something you want to keep in mind when you're working through these problems or going over conceptual problems on any quiz or test, is that the more the compounding periods are, the higher the future value is going to be.